Housewives of Atlanta season 6 is my favorite Atlanta season besides season 9, but their season 6 reunion had the most iconic scenes. The reunion had more iconic scenes than the entire season, actually. Like, I swear that the 3-part reunion, it was just so much that was happening in those 3 parts than the entire season, and I'm sure that every Housewives of Atlanta fan can agree with me on that. So I decided to put together my top 5 fights from that reunion. And so, you know, it's so many iconic fights. One, for instance, the whole Nene versus Kandi fight, when Nene was like, I said what I said! And then Kandi was like, what you said was some bull. I mean, how iconic, right? And then with Porsha Williams and Kenya, when Porsha pulled Kenya's hair, and then when Cynthia and Nene was going at it, and Nene was like, throw your little shade. I mean, the whole reunion was just so iconic. I just had to do my top 5 fights from this reunion. So, season 6 premiered in 2013. This is the season 6 cast picture right here. Where's Phaedra? Actually, she's standing right here, so I don't know why I just yelled like that. But pretty much everyone who's on the show right now is pretty much in the season, minus Phaedra Parks, who they got rid of for some odd reason. I don't know why they got rid of Phaedra. They need Phaedra back in the current season, but everybody in the current season is was in season 6 minus Phaedra. Who actually is missing from the current season? Who's on the current season? Oh, Eva. Eva's on the current season. So yeah, so we have the same cast that we had from years ago, still on today. Porsha looks so young and odd. I don't know if she got any work done on her face and later on in life, because she looks different here. But everybody looks the same. I love Nathaniel's look right here. I love the short blonde look. I thought that was Nathaniel's best look ever. I wish that Nathaniel would have kept that look. I do like the long hair on Nathaniel, but I like the short blonde better on Nathaniel. So, like you all, I'm very excited to get through the top 5 fights from this past season. So I hope that you brought a snack with you, like popcorn and a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or just a cup of cum. I don't know what you guys prefer. But hopefully you have something to snack on while watching the next 20 minutes of this video. So just in case you guys don't know, I did the top 5 fights for Atlanta season 9 before, a couple months ago. If you guys didn't see that, here's a link above right here. And then I also did the top 5 fights for Jersey, Beverly Hills, Orange County, and New York. So here is the link for the playlist right here. So check them out, guys. I don't know if you guys already saw it, but I have done this before. So if you never watched my top 5 fights, what I like to do is I like to give you my top 5 fights, and after each video, I want you to vote above whose side are you on between the two housewives that are fighting. Shout out to Daquon Johnson and the Throwback Queen for supplying the videos that I'm using for this footage. I'll put their links below if you already don't know their YouTube page. Alright, so let's get this countdown started. Alright, coming in 5th place, I said that it was Nathaniel Leakes versus Kenya Moore. This is when Nathaniel was saying that Kenya is not her friend and that she needs to go die. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but Nathaniel did tell Kenya that she needs to go die. And this always stuck out to me as, because no one has ever addressed that she said that to her. I don't know if the cast heard what she said. I don't know if the viewers paid attention, but I pay attention to everything that these ladies say. And I heard with my own ears that Nathaniel told Kenya that she needs to go die. So you guys will check it out right now in my number 5 video.
Well, Kenya, you blogged about your masquerade ball. You said Nene's no queen bee. Her light has dimmed. Unlike Nene, I can't be dethroned as I'm a part of history. Nene is a former stripper with a few short-lived gigs in Hollywood given to her by one man. My scoreboard said that makes her not on our level.
Yeah, that was in response to the very arrogant, self-serving statement that she made, and especially in front of her friend, that no one there was on her level.
It's not true. It's really not. But it's true that I'm just a washed-up stripper with just a few short-lived things in Hollywood. I didn't say you were a washed-up stripper. When it comes to this level, I certainly think that I'm on your level. I may not have as much success as you have or as much money as you have. I never said that you weren't, okay? So I was very heated at the event. I may have said a few things that maybe I shouldn't have said. You know, for somebody to sit up and try to act like I haven't accomplished anything is bull.
No, it's not that. Cool.
It does come off sometimes like, you know, you do feel like, oh, I'm the head hunter, or I'm, you know, more accomplished or something.
I haven't accomplished anything, remember?
Who said you didn't?
I haven't accomplished anything.
She's so stubborn.
I mean, just a few short-lived gigs in Hollywood, remember? So what are we talking about? I mean, I'm just saying I haven't accomplished anything. I'm just sitting here. I haven't accomplished anything.
I just feel like everybody here has accomplished a lot, you know, and I don't feel like anybody should feel like they are.
If I was Kandi, I would have been like, yeah, that's right. We all think that. Like,
that's right.
Nobody said that.
Anything. I'm fine with it. Leave it like I haven't accomplished anything.
She's so delusional.
Just a few short-lived gigs. Please keep putting that out there. My phone will probably ring.
Yeah, it's not ringing. Yeah, no one's been calling.
On a really good foot with Nene.
Haven't had an acting job in so many years. No one's calling you, Nene.
I've always been available to her. I've always been a good friend to her, even if she doesn't want to claim now that I'm not her friend. I've always been a good friend to her.
Good,
you can say that, Nene, but let me tell you something. I've always been a good friend with you.
You have never been a good friend to me.
And, you know, when she needed furniture, when she moved to LA, the point is I didn't even have to go out of my way for that. The point is that I have always been there for you.
I had no problem.
But at the end of the day, I've always been nice to say and make sense of whatever it is in her head, and it will never make any sense to anybody but her, and I don't want to have anything to do with
Here it is. Here it comes. Here it comes. Ready?
With you.
Okay.
I will never
the
have
way you treat Cynthia, who would want to be friends with you.
All right.
I don't give a honey,
I know you don't. That's very clear. That's very clear that you don't give a
Right, you're both screaming.
Girl,
Okay.
I'm not going to talk to this girl.
Bye, Felicia. You don't have to talk to me.
I will never have anything to do with you as long as you.
Here it comes.
Oh my God, my life is going to end.
Bye.
Because
your life shouldn't end.
Nene is saying she will never have anything to
Keep talking to Cynthia. Do that.
Who says
Keep
that?
talking to Cynthia. Try to.
Who said that?
Okay? Because I'm done with
that's jealous.
Because I will not have anything to do.
That's control.
Nothing.
And that's
I will have nothing to do with you.
That's control
nothing,
and jealousy.
ever. As long as you're around, count on this. I will never have anything to do with you.
Can we say something else?
Okay?
I'm so bored.
You need to be bored, girl. Please. Every time I look at you in the scene, you boring as hell. You don't be doing nothing.
Yeah, I guess boring people.
Girl, bye.
The show.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
And up here, it's 2019 and they still can't stand each other. Nene, I think, is jealous of her. It's so obvious. I don't know what she is jealous of, but she is jealous of something from Kenya and she hates it in her, and that's why she just lashes out at her. Whose side are you on, Nathaniel's or Kenya's? Please vote above. That's the reason, this is why this fight it was in this countdown, because it's like, why say that to somebody? Who says it to somebody? Your life should end. And no one ever addressed it ever again. And I'm surprised that no one has ever mentioned it to her. Because that's his foul. She should apologize. And it just shows the type of person that she is. You're a vile human being, Nathaniel. You're vile. 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 I personally am obviously on Team Kenya's. I don't like Nathaniel, and this is the reason why I don't like Nathaniel. I just don't like something. I think that I loved Nene back in season 2 and 3, but I swear, it's like ever since she became an actress or an extra, she just changed, and I don't get why she changed. I don't like her new behavior, her new attitude, and I don't like it. So. That's why, and she's just rude. She's a rude person. Right, boo-boo? Right? Y'all want to see my dog? He's like looking at me. Come here, boo-boo. Come here. Say hi! Look at how big he got. I don't know if you guys remember when I first got him, but this is my boo-boo Ahijah. He's a big boy now. You want to stay up here and watch number 4 with me, and number 3, and number 2, and number 1? Do you? Alright, so coming to number 4, I said it's Nathaniel Leakes versus Cynthia Bailey. This is where Cynthia just told Nene that what she said about Peter being a bitch was just so hurtful to her, and how she can't ever trust Nene again. And Nene, being the asshole that she is, was just not apologizing. Was just like, well, you know, get you over it, Cynthia. You're not an angel yourself. You're not an angel. Ridiculous. So, number 4 is Nathaniel Leakes versus Cynthia Bailey.
We got a lot of comments about Nene, you calling Peter a bitch. Sharon from Jamaica, New York said, Cynthia, I understand you value your friendship with Nene, but for the life of me, I still can't understand why you would let her disrespect your husband by calling him a bitch. You're coming off more and more as Nene's lapdog, and that's not cute. That's always been the rap against you, that you were Nene's kind of lapdog.
I have been extremely loyal
She has.
To the point
She
where
has.
people think that I just basically live up Nene's ass, basically.
You did. You did live up there.
I've tried to be that good of a friend to her, and I feel like, in that moment, and I'm not saying we don't make mistakes. I'm just saying if you do make a mistake, you can be wrong, and you can apologize for it. I apologize for stuff all the time.
Did she apologize?
No.
She did apologize, but if that respect is not there, then it doesn't really matter.
How are things with you guys now?
We haven't really talked.
Since the bitch thing?
It's been like maybe 2 or 3 weeks now. Let's stop counting.
She seems so hurt.
It's just really weird. We already squashed it. We done moved on. We done traveled. We done been to dinner. We done been to drinks. We done did everything together. When the show come on, you got all these other folks in your ear. You're reading Twitter.
Right.
You ain't saying nothing to her. You ain't check her. Now, she know we done squashed it, right? But she still listens to all these other people saying whatever it is that they're saying.
When it comes on the show, then it does open that wound up again, and I have to answer to it. Everyone's looking at me like, what is going on?
Answering to it. I just think that, we've already had our own.
But in a lot of ways, I feel like it hasn't been completely the same. You say, if I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong, but I don't really feel like I can tell you that you're wrong.
Exactly.
And whenever I do, you kind of feel some kind of way about it.
Phaedra with her helper, Jesus. Phaedra! Where's Phaedra?
Of her friends come and go, and I feel like at the end of the day, there is a sisterhood there. There's a love there, but I've never felt like the respect was there.
I'm really not sure where that's coming from, honestly. Honestly, I do not.
Okay, Nene. Okay.
It comes off like you're a selfish friend sometimes.
She is.
Because I've done stuff to piss her off, and, maybe when she mentions it to me and I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, I didn't think it was a big deal, but because it was a big deal to her, I'll be like, oh, okay, I apologize, or, I let her know that I'm sorry. But you just be like, oh, well.
If Cynthia wants to have a private conversation with me, then she can. These girls have nothing to do with our friendship. Nothing. They don't know what has gone on in our friendship. I have been a friend to Cynthia and Peter. That's all I got to say. Now, whatever else Cynthia wants to talk about, she wants to talk to me about it later, she can, because these girls don't know nothing about our friendship. Nothing.
See, that to me, that response is your display of disrespect for your friend.
Yeah.
You're showing her you don't care how she feels. She wants to discuss it. She needs you to discuss it, and you're shutting her down.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Oh, well, since you wrote the book on friendship, you can share it with Cynthia.
I definitely know how to be a friend. I think you need to have a discussion with yourself about what a friend is. I think when people stand up to you that are considered to be your friend, that's when
you don't know nothing about a friendship. I have been an excellent friend. I am an excellent friend to my friends.
Well, your friend is sitting here meeting you right now.
This ain't got nothing to do with you. Let's see if they discuss it with you, okay?
But if you say something about me, about me, I'm not going to go to my blog and Twitter and address it. I'm going to say, hey, Nene, let's talk. And that's what I called you, and I said, let's talk and meet if you want to talk. You don't have to go on your blog and throw shade. You're my friend. It's easy to go against anybody else on the show. So I will always find a way to try to make this right, where I'm not going to just go ham and say all this crazy stuff and then call and be like, hey, girl, I know I blowed your head off on the show. I'm sorry. That's bull. Nene, you're the first one that says things. You never win when you play dirty and all that stuff.
Yes!
Just throw your little shade.
Work it out. I mean, you're...
Throw your little shade.
Great buddies. Do you think...
Oh, look at her face. Oh, so ugly.
You don't
know. No one here wants to see a great friendship end.
I think you do. I think you would love to get in there and see something end.
No, that's your own paranoia.
She is paranoid. Yes, you do.
And support each other.
No, you are paranoid.
Be together and have a sisterhood. It is really hard to have a very good friend, a ride or die friend who is a good girl, a good person. If you can't get along with Cynthia, you can't get along with anybody. There's something wrong with you. You cannot get along with Cynthia. So I think you guys, if you're really friends, you guys need to come together and be really good friends again and work it out. I think that's what you need to do.
Okay, let's not go there. Cynthia's not a damn angel. Please.
I never said I was.
I'm just letting Cuckoo know.
Do you think you
guys
can
work this out?
Well, the moose has spoken,
so...
Yes, the moose has spoken! milking the moose. Oh my God, I swear, Nene is so, I can't stand her, but she's so funny when she's like, oh, really? Oh, she's so, stop barking at people. He's growling and barking because my neighbors are coming home, so he sees them. But you gotta stop doing that because you're scaring the viewers. You're scaring people who's watching us on the tube. So whose side are you on? Nathaniel's or Cynthia's? Vote above. I am clearly, obviously, on Team Cynthia. I feel bad for the girl. I really do think that she really did love Nene. And to this very day, I know that on the current season, we are in season 11 or 12. Whatever is currently on the air right now, they're not friends. And I honestly do think that Cynthia always had this love for Nene. I think that she did view her as a big sister. But Nene don't know how to be a friend to people. Can you stop growling at me, little boy, before you get popped in the face? I will pop you in front of these people. Don't think I won't. But I do think that Cynthia, stop! God, you're so ill-mannered. Sit down. I do think that Cynthia did love Nene as a friend. I do think Nene loved her too. I think that Nene doesn't know how to take when she's wrong. Like, I don't know if she knows how to take. I don't know if she knows how to like own up to. Okay, fine. This was wrong. I'm sorry. I think that she just wants you to ignore it, don't address it, and she'll fix it on her own. But Nene, when you are good friends with somebody, you have to always acknowledge when someone else is hurting Nene. You know what I'm saying? So I do think they both do love each other to this day. I think that Nene just needs to work on apologizing to other people. And side note, when Kandi was like talking about Phaedra, she tells me when she's pissed off at me and we work it out. Kandi girl, you may think that you'd be working it out, but Phaedra was over there sitting next to you plotting on how you're going to rape Porsha in the future. Phaedra, you sneaky, but I still love you. Where's Phaedra? We need her back on the show. So coming in third place, it goes to Kenya Moore versus Porsha Williams. This is where Porsha and Kenya, this is the first physical fight I think that happened in Housewives history in the whole entire franchise in OC, New York, Orange County, New Jersey. Actually, no, New Jersey, Teresa and Danielle fought, but it didn't get physical. But this is the first physical fight in the Housewives history, to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below if you think I'm wrong. But this is the first physical altercation in my eyes. But Porsha snatched Kenya by her hair and said, "Bitch, come to hell with me, motherfucker." And so this fight is number 3. It's not like number 2 or number 1 because it wasn't really that it wasn't that dramatic to me. I mean, all Porsha did was just tug Kenya's hair and they just fell to the ground tumbling and shit like that. But Kenya was putting a scepter and a bull horn in Porsha's face, which provoked her. So let's watch my number 3 choice.
You know, you stated everything about the guy except for showing
Get off of me.
And it's just very clear that there is no African prince for you. There never was. You never met the guy. You never talked to the guy. You just recently tried to pay somebody to be on the show. About $15,000 a singer, African Nigerian singer.
Okay, that's it. First
I
of
don't
all,
believe that to be true
excuse me, I'm
either.
talking now.
Anyway,
First of all, she's talking about
to pay someone
that's something that is a story that originated from media takeout.
It's not a story.
I know
actually
a person
know,
named Daquon, and I've done many appearances from the
Excuse me, I'm talking. And if they touches me, I'm going up your ass, bitch.
You do not have the right to talk.
Snatch it! Snatch it, Porsha.
I'm not playing with you.
You need to be quiet.
Like I said, I know the guy who. I know the guy who actually. Are we bringing props now?
Yes, we're bringing props because clearly,
if you blow that over here, it's gonna be a real problem with the batteries. Yes, it is.
Props, you gotta at least have them together now.
Right.
He tried to put it together in front of us.
Katie, a clown.
When you get ready to talk,
That's something I would say.
what I will not do is have you talk over me, okay? So as I was saying,
That would piss me off. I would have been like, boom.
is a singer.
I don't blame Porsha, honestly, because that would have pissed me the hell off.
So anyway, the person that she's talking
She
about
is a clown.
friend that I've done appearances with. We even joked about it on Twitter that, you know, media came out with some ridiculous story. So that's just simply not true.
His mother actually called a friend of mine.
I'm not going to be
and told her. Anyway, his mother called a friend of mine and told her that she had approached him to be on the show.
That's completely
He actually has a long. This particular guy has a long-term girlfriend, and she did not appreciate you approaching her boyfriend for another fake Walter. Another fake Walter.
I feel bad for your little scepter sitting
I love this part.
Don't feel bad for her because if you cross back on this stage, it's someone up her ass. right between them balloons, baby. Don't point no daggone scepter at me. I would like Porsha to spell scepter. I smell like a septic.
Kenya is a clown. And Porsha still never spelled it. I can't spell it.
Listen, you are not going to keep on talking about my character like you know what you're talking about.
You are a slut from the 90s. Are a dumb hoe. Shut up. Here we go. Look at her. Porsha snatched Cynthia's boob out. Boom. Look at Carlos. By the way, the guy who snatched Porsha, his name is Carlos King. He's the person who Phaedra said that Kandi told that she wanted to rape or take Porsha, drug Porsha and take her to the sex dungeon. Phaedra blamed Carlos for it, and I guess that ended up being true because Atlanta producers did fire Carlos as well, along with Phaedra. So he got fired after season 9 as well. So I guess it was true. A lot of people don't know that, but that's the one who likes dragged Porsha off of Kenya. His name is Carlos King. So I don't know if that's to be true. Alright, so vote above. Whose side are you on? Kenya's or Porsha's? I'm on Team Porsha. You're not going to be waving things in my face, especially yelling through a blowhorn at me. No, that's not acceptable, even though it was comical to us. But if you're having someone attack you like that, hell no, that's not cool. So I'm clearly on Team Porsha. Whose side are you on? Vote above. Like I said, this wasn't that big of an altercation, but, you know, to them, you know, for some reason, they will not show this fight in flashbacks. They refuse to show the actual physical altercation for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if they don't want black people fighting on TV, which is kind of cool that they are trying to protect black people and protect our image, because, you know, we're not like VH1 and that Love and Hip Hop bullshit. But we're more classy and stuff like that over at Bravo. So I don't know why they refuse to show that altercation. But even when Cynthia and Porsha fought on the boat, remember when Cynthia kicked the shit out of Porsha? They won't show that full fight either. But it wasn't that big of a deal to me. That's why it's coming to number 3. But Porsha, I mean, she did just pull her hair. It wasn't nothing serious. She just looks like Sheree when Sheree pulled Kim's hair. Just a little snag and hair adjustment. That's it. That's it. And I wonder if that was all Kenya's hair. I know that her hair is long like that, but I wonder if that's all her natural hair. The girl does got good hair. Let's not lie. She got good fucking hair. So whose side are you on? Please vote above. I am Team Porsha. She actually is my new favorite housewife from the Atlanta franchise. She is just so funny to me. I didn't like her season 6 and 7 and 5 and 4 and 3 whenever she came on the show. But I started liking her like around season 9. And she just is my favorite now. She's just so funny and she's just so freaking gorgeous and beautiful. She's just so beautiful. I don't know why she's with her husband Doug. You know, he's just too fat for her. I could see her being with someone like Kenya's husband, like Mark, like a pretty boy. But yeah, Doug, I don't know. Him and Nathaniel look alike to me too. Just ugly and sloppy and fat, belly hanging out, out their shirts. Don't like it. Alright, so coming at number 2, it is Kenya Moore versus Phaedra Parks and the Convict. This is where Phaedra read Kenya for filth about sperm banks and going through magazines catalogs to pick her baby father. Alright, Phaedra read Kenya for filth. And I'm sure everyone knows the entire sentence. So coming in number 2 is Kenya versus Phaedra.
Why didn't you sit down with him in front of her?
You know, what I have found with Phaedra is she'll spread rumors, me meeting with Apollo in LA that never happened. And then when you go to her, she has nothing to say. And so you can never really get the truth. I wanted to have an opportunity to speak with Apollo personally to clear my name. They've even come here today lying. So I don't have to defend myself any longer with people that do not want to tell the truth.
Because you're a sneaky, trifling slut.
You texted me last week, 2 weeks ago, from a number, and you told me, I'll just let you see the text.
Yeah, I'm stupid enough to send you a text. He's a criminal. He can make up anything.
I'm a criminal. Am I a criminal? I have a criminal.
Yeah, you are.
What are you?
He wants to sit
You're
there
nobody.
and
You didn't even have no money. See, I should have produced your video when I first met you. I should have.
Nene is loving
I'm
this.
not going to sit here and
You don't have to.
Now we need security.
Security's here. Nobody's leaving their couch. Nobody's leaving their couch.
It's not so matter for somebody to beat my friend to a pole.
You have no credit.
It's not going to happen.
Not no credit.
Get your life together. Oh, you might have some now because of me.
Allison from San Francisco says, do you realize how clear it is that you initiate the conversations with Apollo? You were the only woman to show up for cigars and managed to get him alone.
She needs a storyline, so she keeps re-bringing it up. This happened in 2012. It's 2014 now, and she's still trying to use it because she has nothing else going on.
Here it comes.
And while she's
Here it comes.
running around talking about my husband and the father of my children, and she spends her weekends peddling through sperm banks, looking through catalogs to try to find a donor. Honey, you don't know if your baby daddy will be an axe murderer or a child molester, because what you will know is that he needed $10 to get him a medium-sized pizza, so he ejaculated in a cup so you could have a kid.
Now check that. Hey, Jack! Ha! Look at Kandi's face, though. Look at her face.
Phaedra, do you believe Apollo 100% in this situation?
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh,
Everything
Kandi's
she's
face
done
killed
has been
me.
underhanded and sneaky from day one. Since I've met her. From the day she met me and my husband, she was hitting on him. What kind of whore does that?
Oh, shit.
And I should have slapped the dog out of it that day, but I was trying to be a friend to her.
Oh, I didn't know she said all that now.
Christina from Long Island said, Kenya, if the situation were reversed, would you like any of the ladies flirting with your husband? We can clearly see you want a piece of the Apollo.
She wouldn't like that.
I'm not going to dignify that question with an answer.
She can't dignify because she doesn't have a man.
You should get your toenails done because they're dirty.
Ah, not the toenails. What?
Did you think that it was inappropriate for these two to get together?
Absolutely. Only a woman with a character flaw would do such a thing.
Nene was loving it. Oh, I don't remember the whole entire. I think I just honestly remember Phaedra's read. But Apollo was like, your toenails dirty, and she's a whore and a slut. Oh, damn, I didn't know Phaedra went in on her like that. Oh, Lord. Whose side are you on, Phaedra's or Kenya's? I'm on Phaedra's side. You know what, Kenya? You know you're wrong for flirting with Apollo. You know that I don't know if, honestly, because I know Apollo had said that he... Stop barking at my neighbor. Stop barking in general. You're so ill-mannered. Stop! I don't know. I know Apollo apologized for making up a lie, saying that Kenya was texting him and trying to make a move on him in L.A. Come here, boo-boo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, boo-boo. Come here. No one's out there going to get you, boo-boo. I promise. No one's going to get you. Relax. I know. I know. I know. So, I don't know. I feel watching this clip and Kenya saying that I never text you, you're making up lies, and Apollo's like, I'm not a liar and I'm not a convict. You went to jail a year later, Apollo. Come on. And you did a year later apologize to Kenya for making up the lies. However, you were wrong, Kenya, for flirting with Apollo, whatever season that you guys were playing around in the pool. You were wrong. Don't chase it. You were wrong for that. So for that, I'm on Team Phaedra's, you know. In her eyes, you're flirting with her husband. Yeah, come on. So I'm Team Phaedra. Whose side are you on? Please vote above. I mean, this is why we need Phaedra Parks back. I mean, she read her for filth. That is the most shadiest thing I've ever seen on TV. Like, she just read her for filth. While you spent your weekends peddling through the banks, looking through catalogs. Okay, you don't know whether your husband will be an axe murderer or a child molester. But what you will know is that he needed $10 so he can get a medium-sized pizza, so he ejaculated in a cup so he can give you a baby. Now check that. I can't even get the line right. Where's Phaedra? Andy Cohen, you need to hire her back. I don't care if Kandi will leave the show. I don't care if Kandi will sue you guys for her coming back. Bring Phaedra Parks back. Eva is not cutting the cut. Eva is shady, but not as shady as Phaedra Parks. Alright, so I'm sure you guys were wondering if Phaedra versus Kenya was number 2, what is number 1? To me, I'm sure that everyone think that that fight number 2 should be number 1, but to me, number 1 is Nathaniel versus Kandi. When she said, I said what I said! And what you said was some bullshit. Yo, that is just number 1 to me. Because I swear to God, I said what I said is iconic. I say that all the time. It just comes up in conversation. It's so easy to bring it up. So to me, number 1 is Nathaniel versus Kandi in the I said what I said. Let's watch my number 1 choice.
Nene, you called out Kandi and Mama Joyce in your blog about the Bailey Bowl. You said, Kandi, you have never seen me walk away from a fight, and you've never seen me physically fight.
Right on.
My son was at this event, and as much as I would like to be Mama Joyce and take my shoe off and hit somebody or drag someone down the street, I would never stoop so low to the gutter with my son around.
100% correct.
That
My
pissed me
son
off.
was, well,
because you didn't have to address my mom in your blog.
Well, I did.
That's first off, and you shouldn't have.
Well, I
because
did,
you
and
don't
I
want
could.
people to address your family.
She's so stubborn.
You feel like any
You
time
said
that
your
you
interview
always
is
say,
said what you
I
have to
never
say.
address your
Go ahead,
family on
go ahead and
anything.
talk. Go ahead
I
and
never
say what you
address
gotta
your
say.
family or
Go ahead,
anything.
but you can't.
Well, I am
You
saying
can't.
what I want to say because
Go ahead.
I don't address your family. You wouldn't appreciate it, and that's one of the instances of what I be trying to tell you about. You do stuff that you don't like for people to do to you.
Right
now,
on.
you can say whatever you want to me. I really don't care. But you shouldn't have addressed my mom.
I see
Look at Phaedra.
I'm not taking it back.
As you never do.
And I'm not.
But once again, if you do that, then you put yourself in a position where
well, let me
people
tell
won't
you this.
respect you the same.
Well, listen, Kandi.
Even though you and I are not always on the best terms, I still try to show you some
away from the
respect.
fight. Have you ever seen me in a
First of
fight?
all, yes, I have, because when Sheree was chasing your ass at that restaurant, you was moving along.
Your first time was repoed.
I love this fight.
Oh, her mother mind. Was it your first car repoed?
Lying, trifling bitch. Get her, Sheree. Get her.
I left the restaurant.
Look, is she stuttering?
You want to see me in a fight? Is that what it is?
Oh, God. Yes. That's what she's saying.
Because you're trying to
know
make
what
it
I'm
seem
saying
like
to
I
you
was
is-
running from a fight.
You were.
That's how I
So you trying to
felt.
say my mom is low in the gutter?
Did I say she was low in the gutter? Is that right that she was low
You
in the gutter?
implied it.
You would not stoop so low like Mama Joyce
Here it
to
comes,
be
here it
in the
comes.
house.
Here it comes.
Or drag somebody
So
down the
basically
street.
you're saying that my
That's what
mom,
I said.
you said
Your
it's to be in
mama
the
I'm too early.
And she told
Are you
mommy
trying to say
she
my
was going
mama
to
is
drag
down in
her
the gutter?
down. If I wanted to say that,
I would assert it.
You implied that.
I said what I said.
Okay, well what you said was some bullshit.
But you don't like it. You don't like it.
Shut down, don't like it.
Well, then what you want me to do?
She said it with such anger, too. What you said was some bullshit.
You don't like it. What else?
Don't expect no respect.
What else? Well, I don't have to have any. What else? What else is going on? What else is going on?
She's so stubborn.
So what you could do is apologize to her for hurting her feelings.
She didn't hurt my feelings. She was being disrespectful.
To her mother.
I don't feel like I was being disrespectful.
You don't never feel like you're doing nothing. That's the point. That's what Cynthia
That's
was
why I don't
trying
like
to
her.
tell you.
Well,
That's why I
so
don't like
you
her.
agree with Cynthia now?
Yes.
Okay.
What I agree with, but the part where she said you like to do stuff, and then you don't like it when it's done to you.
Listen, I said what I said,
As
and I'm
always.
not changing on it, okay?
Okay.
That's it. So what do you want to do? You want to move on? You want to keep hashing over it?
Keep asking, so I'm going to keep talking about it if you want to keep asking.
It ain't changing over here.
She's so stubborn. Oh, I love her, but I hate her. She is so, but I said what I said will always be my favorite Nathaniel Leakes quote. I just love it. It just rolls off the tongue easily. It fits in any conversation. I love it. It's my number 1 choice. All right, guys. Whose side are you on? Nathaniel's or Kandi's? Please know it above. Shut up. I said what I said. Now you're gonna think I'm playing with them. Let me finish this video. I'm gonna play with you, boo-boo. All right? Here, want me to throw the ball? Here. Throw it. Oh, did I just hit the table? I sure did. I'm about to break my shit. So vote above, guys. Whose side are you on? I'm clearly on Kandi's. Nathaniel, you're too stubborn. Once again, just say, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I apologize. But instead, Nene just wants to deflect and like, you know, I don't care what I said. Get over it. Get over it. That's why no one likes you, Nathaniel. That's why you're losing fans every single season. I think that she should quit. I think that she should be done with reality TV because you don't come off as the good guy. You never do. You come off as a villain. So Nathaniel, always and forever, I am never on your team. I think that you are just delusional. I think that you are miserable. What you need to be doing is be checking on your older son and his 5 kids. That he don't take care of all his kids. He only takes care of 1 kid. Did you guys see that? It was on YouTube a couple weeks ago. I guess the 5th baby mother just exposed him for being a deadbeat dad. And Nathaniel wants nothing to do with any of the other grandkids, only the first one. It's sad. So sad. So these are my top 5 fights from season 6 reunion. Do you agree with me? Do you think that I wrote them or I put them in the correct order? If you disagree, please comment below and let me know the order that you think that it should have been. And like I said, make sure you guys vote above for all the fights and let me know what side you're on. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 airs every Sunday at 8/7 Central on Bravo. Why? 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 Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Please subscribe to my page if you haven't already. And while you're on my page, check out my other videos and let me know if you agree or disagree with anything that I said. Down below in the description area, under More Marcus, I put my Instagram and Twitter information, so go ahead and follow me, guys. That way you can send me a DM for any video requests that you have. I can't wait to talk to you all again. Bye, guys. I might.